Hey YouTube, my name is Skylar Dyer. My friends call me Sky or Sky Diehard. I was born August 19th, 1996 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The day I was born wasn't necessarily a normal day. I was born to two loving parents, but for a certain reason, my loving father could not be there when I was born. So anyway, let's fast forward to when I was 3 years old. When I was 3 years old, my mother and father separated. They never divorced, but they separated for a while. So she decided to move out to Guymon, Oklahoma, which is quite far from Tulsa. There she met a guy that wasn't really as nice to her as he should have been. And so when I was 5 years old, I was taken away and I was put in foster care until I was 8 years old. But I was able to visit my mom and see her pretty much every week. When I was 8 years old, I was able to go live with my mother's father and his wife. So I moved back to Tulsa, and just to surprise me, my mother actually turned out to be living right down the street, so I could actually see her every day if I wanted to. But after a few months of living with my grandpa and his wife, my grandfather passed away from emphysema. And to make things worse, my mother passed away 5 months later from pancreatic cancer. You know, this is definitely not a quote normal life. And after my mother's death, my step-grandma decided she didn't want me, so she sent me off to go live with my father's dad and his wife. It's pretty ironic that both my grandfathers have different wives than who are actually my grandmas. But when I went to go live with my grandpa, I finally thought, I'm gonna have a normal life. But was I wrong? But I'll get into that later. Then I was in 3rd grade, and I started attending Legacy Christian School, which was a private school, and I loved it. It only went up to 6th grade, so I was only there for 4 years, but it was some of those best years of my life. In middle school is when things started getting really hectic. I went from a school to where I had 3 kids in my class, which one of them was my relative, to a school where there was 50 kids in my entire class, which was a lot for me. And the kids there weren't really too nice. They would call me really mean names and pick on me. And so I really went through this for 2 years, but I didn't really let it get to me. I always kept positive and kept being myself. In middle school is actually when I started to developing my personality. This is an actual video that I recently found on an SD card. I used to make these videos and put them on Facebook of me dancing to Britney Spears. So, enjoy this little embarrassment. But I still never gave up on who I really was, and I always kept positive no matter what anyone said. When I moved into high school, I was able to really have my eyes opened a bit more. See, I lived with my grandparents. My grandpa is normal, but his wife is kind of weird. I would almost say she's a bit psychotic. She kind of had me brainwashed when I was younger to believe everything that she believed. And so I thought her ways of life were normal when they were really extremely abnormal. And so I was really able to have an eye-opener, and I was so glad that I'm not like under her thumb anymore and under her having me blind. And then when I moved into high school, another great thing came out of it. I made new friends. This right here is my bestest friend ever. Her name is Janae Hensley, but I love to call her Janae Garvani, after the designer Valentino Garvani. Her and I are just perfect for each other. They say men are attracted to women who remind them of their mothers, and I think this is definitely true. She looks a bit like my mother, and she's really kind of like my mother. She's a fashionista, she's glamorous. She's also the one that always taught me and told me to be myself, and that's what I really love about her. She's not afraid to be herself, and she's almost like a role model, not just for me, but for people around me. And why waste time on what other people think when life is so short? You need to paint your own picture, create your own image of what you want your life to be. Get on the road and don't detour because of other people's opinions of you. Just finish that painting of what you want your life to be, and then when you're done, step back and look. And have some coffee on the way. because time is too short and life is too short to just let time just fly by worrying about what other people think of you. It's really senseless. It's just gonna fly by just like a car would a building. It's gonna be a flash in front of your eyes. But don't worry, after you do this, things will lighten up. Life will become a lot brighter and more vibrant and colorful. You can really see things for what they truly are, and people will eventually start accepting you and even supporting you. You will even have your own stage upon which you can stand and perform in front of everyone and hear that wonderful roaring crowd that just gives you the feeling of ecstasy, and it's all natural too. So don't ever give up on your dreams. Be who you are, and don't ever let anyone tell you who you can and cannot be, because you are free and you are special and you are unique. And it's okay if at first your life isn't normal, because who wants a normal life at all when you can have an extraordinary life? Because all you really need in life is those people around you that love and support you. And if you don't have anyone, go find someone. There's definitely someone out there for you. There's someone for everyone. Keep positive and things will fall into place. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share it to someone who you think could use it. And subscribe for more videos, like it, and see you next time. Bye.